for you, it can be a great product, but that's not you who decides it. It's
Correct.
not you who decides if your product is good or not. That's your audience. Understand?
We all have our own personal brand from the way we present ourselves on social media to our LinkedIn profiles. This is the way we attract people to our profiles and how we open ourselves to different opportunities. But now it seems like personal branding is more important than ever. And you guess what has caused us? Yes, the worldwide pandemic. With more people at home, there have been increase in the people policing with their personal brands and the way they present themselves on the internet. However, this isn't something new and have always been an important thing to consider. Hello and welcome to the Honest Talk by Free Folks. I'm Harsh Pandey. For this particular session, we have with us very special guest today, joining us all the way from Portugal, Miss Erica Lima ma'am. She's an executive advisor for C-level professional for over 12 years. She believes that the power in our career directly corresponds to our ability to make and maintain influence, and building influence requires a strong and compelling personal brand. And that's where she come in. Her mission is to help four-figure professionals to build a strong personal brand that makes you non-negotiable by transforming your LinkedIn into a lead magnet and designing the best strategies that will attract your audience and allow you to business without spending one dime on ads. So first of all, ma'am, I welcome you to in this session and actually thank you so much for agreeing to share your thoughts with us.
It is a pleasure. Thank you so much for the invitation. Actually, it's the second time in the year that I'm invited to talk about personal branding, and I'm very, very happy with that. So thank you so much.
Actually, ma'am, I'm very delighted to, you joined us. And so, moving to the topic of today's session, which we have chosen is like personal branding is in digital age. Why actually it matters? So, we all have seen is like in this competitive work environment today, where we seek to have an impact, use our talents, and support our life purposes. It's no brainer that the personal branding is an important career development initiative. Yet one question comes here, so like yet many professionals feel they just don't have the time or energy to build their brands. My very first question to you is, or right, rather it's a kind of a request to you, please tell our viewers what are the actual and real benefits of investing in building a strong brand?
Okay, it's a very nice question, but I also have one question for you.
Okay.
When it comes to personal branding, what do you want to be known for?
Ma'am, could you please repeat? Like I cannot actually.
What do you want to be known for? Why I'm making this question? Because it's the first very beginning for us to understand why to build a personal brand. Okay,
Correct.
so many people they have no idea what personal brand is, and I come across with a lot of people. I receive daily DMs on my LinkedIn with people asking me, but personal branding, do I have to be talking about my personal life, what I do daily? There is this wrong conception of what personal brand is. So that's why I'm making this question. What do you want to be known for?
So maybe like I feel like personal brand, many people personal actually sometimes get very miscommunicate with the idea of building personal brands, and they started thinking it's like building a business brand where we actually always try to communicate what are the kind of a product we are building and what are the kind of a value we are providing. So I feel like it's very different. Personal branding is very much different. That's why I think I'm actually it's a kind of a request. I would be happy like if you will share with our viewers how actually this personal brand is very much different from building a brand like the organization or multinational companies they eventually do this.
Yeah, okay. Because first of all, let us understand what personal brand is. Okay.
Yes.
Why is it so important today? Why so many companies and solopreneurs, so many professionals, they are now investing on building a personal brand? Because especially in this digital era that we are now, if people they are not going to connect with your products or your services, because people connect with people, right?
Right.
So, but people, they are only going to do business with you if they trust you. So
Correct.
if they know you, if they trust you, they're going to do business with you. Okay. So what, and I realized that talking with a lot of professionals that they are also personal brand coaches, we realize that so many things are changing now, because before, personal brand was something just more seen for big people, like for top professionals, for top companies. And now we could realize that anyone can and might start building a personal brand.
Exactly.
Understand? Because it's not more like before how we used to do business. We used to use fax, letters, phone call, but today everything is online. It's internet. And we have thousands and thousands of professionals there. We have thousands of services, we have thousands of products. But that's the thing. Even though you have so many people doing the same thing that you are doing, you are never going to have someone doing the same thing in the way you are doing. That's where your personal brand comes in. Do you understand?
Yes, exactly. I think you have actually very much cleared the meaning of this personal branding, and I'm sure the people those who are watching this session, they are going to find this insightful in many ways. And ma'am, one thing which I also want you to discuss, because we all know like about 40% of the world population or nearly 3 billion people are active on social media networks. Marketing via these networks is naturally critical for any organization or selling products or serves it either locally, regionally, nationally, or across the globe. And similar way, people also started selling their skills online, or actually displaying their skills online, and which is completely okay, I feel. But it has one negative side too, as communication becomes two-way, which is called social media trolling. Sometimes it happens. So my very kind request to you is to please actually share with our viewers what are the some tips you would like to recommend with our viewers, like how to handle negative comments and social media trolling about your brand, whether it's personal or business.
Sorry, how to handle what?
Negative comments and personal brands about it.
Oh, negative
Yes,
comments.
and social media
Okay.
trolling. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. First, we need to understand one thing. When we are personally branding ourselves, the first thing that we have to forget about is whether people are not going to like me. It doesn't matter the people that are not going to like me. Why? Because I can't please everyone. And that's not my job. We
Exactly.
can't please everyone. Why? Because we can't serve everyone. That's why when I'm branding someone, we go deep to define a niche. Understand?
Yes.
And here is something that I want to make a very specific point. So
Okay.
many people, they believe that they pick a niche. Actually, the niche picks you.
Correct. I understand
Understand?
this. Yes.
Why? Yeah. Why? Because let us say you have a very good product. You have a very good product that, let me give an example. Let us say it's a shampoo.
Yes.
Okay. You came out with a very good shampoo. It can be used by men, women. Let us agree that not everybody is going to like that product. For you, it can be a great product, but that's not you who decides it. It's not
Correct.
you who decides if your product is good or not. That's your audience. Understand? About bad comments, it's going to be there. It's going to happen. But once you know, that's why I make that question for you. What do you want to be known for? Once you know why you are on social media, once you know what your mission, what is your vision as a professional, once you know the pain, the solutions that you have for your niche, because people are not on the internet looking for products or services, but for solutions. Okay. Once you have that defined, believe me, bad comments, negative comments are not going to have impact because you have very well defined what you are on social media for. Okay. And we have to deal with this like in so many different platforms. For example, my main platform is LinkedIn. I've got not, let us say, not negative comments, but some comments that I didn't like very much, but that didn't affect me. Why? Because I know who I am. And
Yes,
my niche, the people that I serve, they know me. And that's the only thing that matters to me. Understand? Because I'm not here to serve everybody. I don't talk to everyone.
exactly.
I talk specifically to the people that I serve. Finished. That's my brand. So don't worry about negative comments. If they come, we have many different ways to get rid of them. Blocking, if you need, report, but don't let it affect you. Don't let it stop you. So many people, they get so much tension. They get so worried. What are people going to talk about me? What are they going to think about me? It's useless. Don't think about that. If
Exactly.
you have a solution for a specific pain, go for that. And believe me, people are going to trust you. Finished. Okay.
Right. Indeed, ma'am. Actually, I think you have discussed this very well. And one thing which I personally feel is like when we go through the negative comments, sometimes people do just to defame their competitors. But in another way, we have found sometimes people just to when they are facing any kind of issues in their product or in your service, so they particularly like negative comments. So in this way, I think sometimes it's helpful as well. So this kind of comments in order to build your service and products.
Yeah. Yeah, but then we are talking, let us call it a constructive comment, something
Yes.
that you can use to make your service better.
Correct.
Understand? That's something totally different. Why? Because we need to listen to the public in order to know if we need to, we always have things to improve. And the best way to know where and how is by listening to the people that you serve, especially. Okay. So we need to be wise and know how to make the difference about a negative comment and a constructive comment. Okay. That's very important.
Indeed, actually, and one more question, like I want you to discuss because we have seen in case of brands like the warning signs of brand failure. So, do you think is there anything something we can consider as a factor, like we can say warning signs of personal brand failure?
What do you mean by failure?
Yes, exactly, like personal branding failure.
You mean by branding ourselves in the wrong ways. That's what you mean by failure.
I mean, like sometimes people actually not able to communicate what they exactly want to do, so they don't get like the intended results. So in this case, we can say like they have got some kind of a failure. So I want you to like, what are the things people can actually do in order to communicate better with their uh, clients rather, or they can actually provide their service in a better way. So what are the some tips would you like to recommend to our viewers?
Okay, clear. First of all, we need to understand that we don't have to be on every online platform. That's a huge mistake.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Because we might be where our audience is, period. My audience is on LinkedIn, so I do not invest my brand on Facebook, neither Instagram or Twitter. My audience is on LinkedIn, so that's where I put all my effort. Now we have a lot of proven strategies that we use in order to have success when we are personally branding ourselves. Why? Because um, when we mention the word personal branding, we are not talking about you. Actually, we meant your audience. Okay. But again, people, in order to do business with you, they might connect with you, your persona. Okay. right now, per my experience, I've never actually seen or heard from someone, I failed branding myself because I don't even would like to use this word. Why? Because branding takes a lot of tries.
Yes,
For
completely
example,
agree.
when I start working with someone, we plan a strategy and we apply that strategy for a time to see results. If we see that's not working, we are going to change the strategy
Right.
until we achieve the desired results. Okay? Because at the end, the only one who decides if your brand is strong or not is your public. It's not you. It's not you. So don't worry about failing. Don't worry about doing wrong because um, it's really a waste of time. If you want to start branding yourself but you don't know how, there is a lot of resources available, or you can reach out to someone. You know, you can always ask like LinkedIn. That's why I love LinkedIn because me, even though I'm a professional now, I brand people, but so many times I reach out to my colleagues to ask them, I'm having difficulty with this. What do you advise me? I'm working with this person, and this is the kind of issues I'm finding. So, what do you advise me? There is nothing wrong with that. Understand? So, don't see branding as a failure. No, because
Exactly.
like for me, I've changed my strategy so many times. Why? Because we keep learning. Understand? Branding is a constant learning. Now, when I say about strategies, I mean that, for example, um, part of personal brand, a key part of personal brand is creating content. Okay. Why? Because people need to know who you are, what you do, which solutions you provide. And then it's very common that people they come to me and say, "Oh, but I don't know what to write. I don't know which kind of content to provide." That's a very common pain point.
Right.
Understand? And we have strategies for that. We have frameworks that things that being developed along the time. Understand? Why? Because when we started doing, I wouldn't say wrong, but we started doing things that now we realize didn't work. And that's fine. We learned. Understand? But don't see it as a failure. Okay? Because personal brand, it takes time and consistency, and we need to work the best strategies for you because what works for me doesn't work for you, and
Exactly.
vice versa. Understand? Because we are all unique. So the way I brand myself may not be a good strategy for you.
Yes.
Understand? So we need to have it very clear.
Indeed, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, I think you have very beautifully discussed, and I think it's very hard to disagree with you. We cannot relate failure with personal branding because personal branding is more about like keep experimenting and then changing your ways or changing your tactics, and that is completely okay in this like fast-paced
Totally.
changing world. And also one more question, I want you to discuss, ma'am. Like many people believe, like when they are in job or they work for the corporate sector, they feel like we don't need any kind of a personal branding because we are more towards job. It is for the people those who are kind of a thing like freelancing or they are influencers. So it is more for them. So I want you to please discuss actually what is the clear difference.
Okay, the different, sorry, I didn't get
Okay, so
exactly your point.
like I wanted to discuss why personal branding is also actually equally important for the people those who are more towards like working in corporates or like they want to do jobs.
Okay, okay. Personal branding is for anyone, any type of profession. Okay, period. There is no rule. Oh, only this type of people can personal brand. No, anyone, anyone can do that. Now, there are some things that are really, yes, we advise. For example, If someone who works in a corporate brand comes to me and say, oh, I want to brand myself, but I work for this company, and like they're not really open to this kind of things, because we might encounter like specific situations, understand?
Exactly.
And this, yeah, we need to be very careful. What I do, I go deep with this person to understand exact why do you want to start branding yourself? Do you want to change your job? You know, because if you want to get another different job, that's okay. That's one is a different strategy that we are going to use for you. And sometimes, let me tell you, um, since unfortunately not all companies, especially the top ones, they are not really open. They don't really accept that their employees, they have a very strong
Right.
presence in social media. So if someone comes to me, the first question I'm going to make is, why do you want to brand yourself on social media?
Okay.
Do you want to find another job, or do you want to brand yourself? For example, if you want to leave your corporate job, you want to become a freelancer, you wanna build your company. What do you want exactly? I need to know that so that I can guide the person. If you tell me, no, I want to get another job, okay, so the first strategy, the first thing to do is we are going to optimize your profile,
Okay.
understand, so that job hunters, they can find you. And if you think you are going to have some problem with the company you are working, that's okay, because we can do that in off, understand, to preserve you. We can do that in off, understand? But
Yes.
that's a very specific strategy. I've done that twice, okay, with two people. They came to me and they said they wanted to leave their jobs. They were very unhappy, but they couldn't do that until the end of the year. So I said, okay, let us start looking for something. So I optimized their profile, and
Okay.
I advised them the following. Okay, what do you want to work? Which kind of jobs are you looking for? Okay, this type of job, right? Let us connect you with professionals from your area. Let us connect
Right.
you with people looking for professionals in your area. And you can do that just through sending them messages. Understand? Connecting with them. Why? Because uh, the key the key point of personal brand is network.
Right.
Network. You need to talk with people. You need to let people know what you were looking for exactly. So, but like I said, this is a very specific situation, and we do that on that way because we can expose the person. Understand? Because otherwise, the person can lose their job and everything. But we connect. We advise them to connect with professionals from their industries, because so many job seekers, I mean, so many job hunters, hundreds and hundreds of job hunters, they are looking for professionals on LinkedIn.
Yes. Indeed, ma'am. I think you
And
have
so
actually.
many job seekers, they think, oh, but I think it's, yeah, so many job seekers, they think, oh, but I can't expose myself. What do I do? Okay, you can, if you think you can't expose yourself, but you can talk to them. Reach out to that person. Well, I want to work on Google. Okay, let us find someone that can help you, that you can talk with. Understand? And start building this network. It's absolutely important, and we cannot stop doing that. We get a network. We get to talk with people. That's how opportunities come. Understand?
Actually,
So branding is for anyone, but we need to define a strategy that works better for each one.
no, actually, I think you have made a very clear difference, and I am happy that you answered this question because people actually need to understand that it's equally important for you as well, the people those who are working for
Mhm,
jobs,
mhm.
and this is completely okay. And ma'am, I think you have actually very beautifully described this all. And one question which I got like from one of my subscriber, and this one is a quite sensitive one. I actually want you to please answer this one as well. So when we talk about personal branding, there is one more thing we all have to actually accept. Our daily lives have been digitized, tracked, and tied up in matrices. Our real selves have split into online avatar and the profile picture and status updates. Virtual life is cynic and bright. We all have to actually accept this. It's where you post your prettiest picture and tell all your best news only. But question is it real? Most importantly, is it healthy?
Sorry, I didn't get very well your question. I'm sorry.
My question is like we all are very much addicted to social media and everything, but social media is a platform where we are actually splitted ourselves into online avatars and profile pictures and status updates. But we all have to actually understand is that the virtual life is sunny and bright. So it's where we post our prettiest picture and best news. So how do you see this, like social media life and real life?
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question because it's as a content creator that I am, and I work daily on LinkedIn. And that's what most professionals are going to tell you because we also have a kind of difficult to disconnect our lives from social media.
Yes.
Yeah, we suffer with that. And it's something that we really need to learn. Why? And even today, I was talking with a colleague of mine and I asked him, what do you think? Is your reputation is your personal brand? And then we were talking exactly that. Oh, how we behave out of social media, and how do we behave on social media? Because when we talk about personal brand, we bring something that's very important. That is your uniqueness. Okay, you have to be you. You don't have to copy or try to be someone else. Understand? Because uh, that are going to see you, people are going to read your content, people are going to see how you position yourself on
Exactly.
social media, and they are going to link that to your personal life.
Exactly.
It's something, it's psychology.
Uh,
Okay, they're going to link that. And you know, it's something very very fascinating is that actually your audience, they can know if you are being yourself or if you are trying to play someone else. And I'm
exactly.
going to tell you why.
Sure, sure, ma'am, please.
You see that especially on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, people, they have the wrong mindset that they have to present themselves as always happy, always wins, 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 wins.
Right.
This is a failure. This is a huge failure because it's a lie. It's not real life.
Mm.
Not real life. Okay. So people, your audience is going to link your social media presence to your personal life. They're going to question themselves. Oh, but does she really behave like that on her personal life? Oh, that's great. Understand? Or it can be or you can also pass a very negative view to people. So you need to be very careful. For example, myself, I like to share my wins, my mistakes, because I want people to understand that branding is not always about winning. No, mistakes are a very, very important part of this. Understand? Let us take, for example, like a top professional. Let us take, for example, Elon Musk.
Yes.
I love to use this example. Elon Musk, he built such a powerful and non-negotiable personal brand that anyone in the planet trusts that guy. Now, if you see Elon Musk on social media and on his personal life, it's the same thing.
Right.
That's why people connect with him. I don't know if you saw what he did before buying Twitter.
Yes.
He made a tweet. He posted a tweet saying, um, "Please buy my perfume burnt head so that I can buy Twitter.
Right. Yeah, I have actually
On the
seen.
same day, on the same day, he sold 1 million bottles. On the same day. And there was no advertisement before, no marketing before, nothing. He just made a tweet, and that exact on that moment, people came to know that he had a perfume, and 1 million bottles were sold just on that day, on the same day. Why? We don't even know if his perfume is good or not, but people trust him. People know who he is. People know who he is on social media and out of social media because he posts from time to time. Someone, I don't know if he does, but people post videos of him on his daily life, doing things, and he's such a simple person. He's such a simple guy that people identifies with him. Any crazy idea that he comes up with, people are going to buy his idea, and people do. The top businessmen, business people in the world want to do business with Elon Musk. Understand?
Correct.
So because they make that connection. The guy that I'm seeing here on social media is the same guy out of social media.
Correct. Actually, I feel like you have taken a very great example, and I'm sure the people, those who have actually watching this session, they have got a very clear understanding how this personal branding and everything works, and how actually real life and digital life is actually different. But we all have to understand the real difference between them. And I'm sure the people, those who will watch this session, they are going to find this insightful in many levels. And I'm actually thankful for you, ma'am, to join us, and like you have shared many insightful key pointers with us. It was really a very wonderful session with you, discussing with you on this topic, and we look forward to conduct more such session with you in future. And I would be really
I would
happy if you
love
will
to.
be able to give more time to us.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to come because I mean, I love talking. I think you could
Okay.
realize that. I love talking. And because talking about personal branding is like we have so many things to talk about. We have so many things because it's about experience, you know. And so we have a lot of things. I could be talking to you for hours and hours about the same topic. Understand? So I would love to settle another day. Feel free to invite me. Feel free to talk. If you want to talk like about strategics or of content creation, time management, feel free. Okay, I'll be
Sure.
very, very happy to help with that. Be
Sure, I
very,
will.
very happy.
I think it's a kind of a privilege. It's a kind of a privilege for us, and we will discuss this, and we will surely going to make this happen. And thank you so much, ma'am, for joining and giving your important time. It was really a very
Thank
wonderful
you.
session with you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, ma'am. Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye.
On the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone.